In just 5 years, Uber has expanded from its home base in San Francisco to more than 60 countries around the globe by making it simple to hail a car with your smartphone. But as Fortune found out, behind the app is a complicated corporate structure designed to limit the taxes that Uber pays on rides outside the US. Following exactly where the money goes requires navigating more twists and turns than a cab ride through Rome. Let's say you've taken an Uber ride in the Italian capital and paid the equivalent of $20 US. That $20 goes to a company based in the Netherlands called Uber BV. Uber BV sends 80% of the money back to the driver through another Dutch company called Razier. The Italian government will eventually get some tax revenue from your Uber ride in Rome when the driver self-reports that income. The remaining 20% of your fare, $4 out of the original $20, stays with Uber BV initially, but that doesn't mean that it all gets taxed. Uber ends up paying taxes to the Dutch government on just 1% of that revenue, the equivalent of 1 cent out of the original $20. First, Uber deducts cost, a small portion of which will eventually filter back to the Italian government through taxes paid by Uber's local subsidiary in Italy. Then, Uber BV sends the remaining money, everything up to 1% of revenue, as a royalty payment to another Dutch company called Uber International CV, which lists its headquarters at an address in Bermuda. Because Uber International CV is a partnership controlled by Uber's US business, the Dutch don't collect taxes on its income. Bermuda charges no tax on corporate income, and US tax authorities see Uber International CV as a Dutch company and allow it to defer US taxes indefinitely. Only a small royalty that Uber International CV pays back to Uber in the US will be taxable. The result? Almost none of Uber International CV's income, a large portion of Uber's sales around the world, is taxed. Uber may have sprung out of the US tech scene, but its home country won't end up collecting taxes on much of its income.